Well, at my teenage, yeah, age, we would have a group of friends, girlfriends and boyfriends.
Yeah, you had a good childhood, huh, Mom?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we would go to the beaches, go out with friends and all that. And I had good friends.
Okay, so this is the next question, which is in line with what I just asked you. So Monica wants to know, what were you like as a teenager? Were you rebellious?
A little. Abuelita would complain. And I would go out at that time. We would go out with my cousin Nita. Was it here, Nita? We would go out from the house and come back in the afternoon. And Abuelita would complain, no? And Abuelita would tell me I have a mind of my own, no? To do this. But I didn't do anything bad. It just we enjoyed ourselves.
How were you rebellious, Mom?
I would answer her back.
You would answer Abuelita back. So just note here, my mom was born in 1930, so this was all happening in the mid-40s, no? 1940s, Mom?
No, this was just 40s. Yeah, I was 17, 8 years old, yeah.
Okay, so you were rebellious.
That's what Abuelita would say.
Yeah, that's what Abuelita would say. But but Mom, I mean, but at the age of 14, you were helping taking care of Tita May, no?
Yeah. When during the Japanese time, we didn't have any maids. May was born. Yeah, when I was 30 years old, I took over. I did take care of May a lot. She would sleep with me, and she would have her on top of my stomach, and I would, ¿cómo se llama este? I would, ¿cómo se llama este?
Pat her in the back.
Yeah, in the back. And I guess he sort of, I was the one who would take it. I remember when I was 16 or 17, Tita May was already 3 years old. And I would tell Abuelita, Mami, no quiero salir también no quiero llevarle a May, si no me van a creer que es mi hija.
Yeah.
Y decía Abuelita eso, ¿no? Yeah, and he would go out a lot. And then I would do the marketing. I was 11 or 12 years old. I did the marketing. I did the cooking. I had to decide because Abuelita had to work. And I remember when I would go to the market, they noticed it. Instead of buying a kilo of meat, I would buy 900 so I could keep any money for me. And when Abuelita would, in the afternoon, Abuelita would call me out to remove his white hair. I would remove it, then he noticed it, I would cut it into two. Yeah.
Because my mom would get paid per strand. So
Yeah.
my grandfather would ask her to pluck out the white hair, and then for every strand, I don't know how much, maybe a centavo, I don't remember.
Centavo that
Okay,
time.
a centavo maybe for every strand. So my mom, in order to get more money, she would cut the strand in two. She didn't think my grandfather knew, but all this time, Abuelito, my
Yeah, he
grandfather
knew.
knew. He just
Yeah.
didn't say anything. He just put up with it.
Yeah.
That's funny, Mom. That's funny.
Yeah.
And then, Mommy, Monica wants to know, so who was your first love? Your first love.
Yeah, I had a lot of suitors, no? When I would go to the, I remember I like this boyfriend of mine that I never got married and he died already.
He never got married.
No, he got married. Probably se casó, tuvo 5 hijas, creo, no?
No, so who was your first love, Mommy? What was his name?
Un americano.
No.
During the, ¿cómo se llama este? Crashes naman.
No, first love. Not first crush. First love.
I think that was Paul D.
Paul D. Yeah. So,
He
Mom,
passed
because I know
away.
the story of Paul D. So, Mom, Paul D was Mommy's, they were together for 3 years, right, Mom?
I think, yeah.
You were 16 until how old were
Yeah,
you?
19.
19.
Yeah, then, yeah.
And then, ¿qué pasó?
Well, at that time, Abuelita would want us to go to the parties of San Miguel. We were forced to go, and that's where I met Alfonso, my husband.
My dad. So, my grandfather, my mom's dad, worked in San Miguel. So he would force my mom to go to the parties. I think you were 19, right, Mom?
Yeah, creo que sí, 18, 19.
18, 19. And he would force her to go to the parties. Well, my dad worked there. And then tell them the story. How did you meet Papi? How did you meet Papi?
Who?
Papi, mi papa, tu marido, Papi, Alfonso.
How they meet?
How did you meet Papi?
Then in the parties, he was a bachelor.
How old were you when you met
Yeah, I
Papi?
think 19, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
and my dad, how old was he at that time?
Oh,
Mommy. So he's 13 years
13
older.
years
He was
difference,
30.
yeah.
My mom was 19 and my dad was 32.
Yeah. Mm,
Okay, so what happened, Mom?
yeah. Yeah, he was a good husband.
No, but how did you meet?
I met in the party, bailando. Yeah.
Bailando.
And he knew that I had a boyfriend, but he said, as long as I'm not married, I still have a chance. Yeah. Yeah. That's
So
it.
my dad swept right in. No, Mom?
Yeah.
And then you started going out, and then you broke up with Paul D, right?
Yeah, well, we used to have a quarrels already, you know?
Mm,
Yeah.
okay. And how long were you with Pop before you got married? 2 years?
No, maybe a year and a half. I was, yeah.
But you were 21 when you got married,
Yeah,
right?
21. Yeah,
So you were
totally.
about a year and a half to 2 years.
Yeah.
Hmm. So, Mommy, would you say that with Papi, with Alfonso, was it love at first sight?
No, que ba? Jesus ko mayaman. Tinignan ko mayaman cuando éramos jóvenes, 15, 16 clashes.
No, Papi, Alfonso, you met him at 19.
Yeah.
Yeah, so was it love at first sight con Papi with my dad?
Oh, I don't know, because we used to go out a lot when we were 15, 16, and we used to have these crashes.
Mm.
Crashes, so of course, that was nothing. Yeah, I fell in love with him.
Yeah, but not love at first sight.
No.
So Papi, because you were still with Paul.
Yeah.
Okay, so not love at first sight. And then
Wala ko tiyan questions.
yeah, just a lot of questions, Mom. And then okay, before you had children, before you had Tito Louie, because just so you know, my mom and my dad got married in 1952, and they had my brother in 1956. So there were 4 years without children. So what was your favorite thing to do when you were before you had children? Tuy Papi.
No, we used to go out a lot, no? Your father and I said, yeah, he wanted to go out a lot. ¿Qué más puedo decir? Yeah. And I just wanted to have a baby right away. It took me a long time, no? But we had a nice time before Louis had, yeah.
Yeah, so, but what did you do a lot? Did you go out to eat a lot?
Yeah, we would go to the lunches, we'd go out to other places, and that was the time I traveled out of Hong Kong.
You went to you went to Hong Kong when you were, before you had me
you
and
were
Louie?
already 2 years old, my
No,
Tina.
yeah, I was 2 years old when you went to
Yeah.
Hong Kong. You
Yeah.
left me by myself.
No, your father was a fun to go out with. He loved going out a lot.
Yeah. And then Monica wants to know, after children, what would you say you enjoyed most as a family? So what did we like to do as a family?
Ooh, we do.
Papi, tu, Jose Luis, iyo. What did we enjoy doing
Yeah.
as a family?
Well, I took care of them, yeah, especially Louis was a sick person. Was my Tina was born. Papi was so happy because she wanted a girl. I wanted a girl. We had a big celebration for her baptism.
I am 6 years younger than my brother.
Yeah, 6 years younger. And yeah, we did a lot for them. I did a lot for them.
But what did we like to do as a family, Mom? Because we moved,
Yeah.
we lived in the
Íbamos mucho de paseo.
Paseo.
Oh, sí, that's what your father know.
And when we were in Cebu, we would go
Yeah,
to the beach every Sunday.
we went to
Liloan.
Lomas Rivers, yeah.
Liloan every
Yeah.
Sunday.
We go to Liloan with a group of friends of mine from Cebu, and we used to have a lot of fun there with my Tina and some children of my friends. Yeah, I really miss that. And I would play mahjong while they're swimming. We would play mahjong with a group of girls in Liloan, which I missed it a lot.
You miss it a lot. Yeah, because we would have potlucks. No, everybody would bring their own
Okay,
food.
everybody would bring food. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, and we would spend the whole day there.
But some of my friends are gone already.
Yeah, well, that's to be, unfortunately. What would you say, Monica wants to know, what would you say has been the best thing about being a mother?
Being a mother,
Mm.
to tell you frankly, taking care of my children, especially Jose Luis, who was a sick person. He was a sick baby. Yeah. And my Tina, we wanted the best for her. Yeah. And I love taking care of them. I would worry always about them. I'm a warrior.
You're a warrior.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so she wants to know what was your special experience, like if you had like a special experience with Louis, the one thing you remembered about Louis, like what was that experience?
No,
First Louis and then me.
yeah, with Louis, when we found out that he was a little slow, I tried to put him in best schools in Manila, which he would go. And well, I guess he was happy there, no? He's okay. Well, he's not so smart as like other persons, no? But he was a lovable child. Yeah. Now as he grow older, he's masungit.
My
And when
brother, my brother is
yeah,
64. He's going to be 65 in December.
yeah. And
Oh,
with my Tina, she had so many friends. They would live in the house. They would go out, and of course, I wanted to enjoy so much, but at the same time, I would call her attention, for her going out or something like that. But she enjoyed herself also in Cebu, no? In Cebu, we had a lot of fun, good people, nice friends, who especially think about Martinita, Tess Michael or the others, And
your good friends.
we had a very nice time in Cebu, that I can tell you. Oh,
Yeah. Well, we did have a good life.
yeah. Yeah, a good life. Yeah.
And then she also wanted, like she said, do
What do you say?
were you nervous about becoming a grandparent for the first time? Were you nervous?
Oh.
¿Estabas nerviosa a ser como una abuela? Cuando te enteraste,
¿De qué?
te quedaste nerviosa ser una abuela? Were you nervous about being a
Yo no
grandparent?
me quedé abuela.
No, but you became a grandparent when Monica was born. Were you nervous about
Yeah,
it?
yeah. Well, I was so happy. We were so happy. At least we had Monica. This was later Jay. But now I'm waiting for the grandchild. There is nothing.
See, there's no
They
grandchildren.
they were spoiled. You know what? I spoiled all the children. Yeah.
And then let's see here. And then she wants to know, like little things, like, okay, mom, espera